To the IGCSE June 24 2H question 23, which is quite a nice question. Remember, you should have had a go at this question. You should have looked at the mark scheme and you should be trying to figure out what you've done and how to improve. Right, so let's have a look. Here it is. Now, looks complicated at first because there's lots of indices, powers, and stuff floating around. But what you need to do is break it down. So how I broke it down, I said, well, let's look at the 30. I know 30 equals 6 times 5. I know 25, 2x plus 7 is the same as 5 squared 2x plus 7, which equals actually 5, because of squaring, rules of powers, that. So I've broken a top down into a different line, looking at top. The fraction, I know the square root of 180 is the square root of 36 times the square root of 5, which is really 6 root 5. And I know the square root of 5 to the power of 4 to the 9 is really 5 to the half to the 4x plus 9, which gives me 5 to the 2x plus 4.5. Right, so that's what I've got. Now I'm going to put that back onto the fraction and start doing some other power stuff. So I have 6 times 5, remember that's to the power run, quite helpful, times by 5 to the 4x plus 14, divided by 6 times, remember that's 5 to the half, the square root, times 5 to the 2x plus 4.5. I can immediately see the 6's cancel. I can add the 1 to that, so I'm going to have 5 to the 4x plus 15. I can add the half to that, so I've now got 5 to the 2x plus 5. When I'm working with the powers, I'm going to take, so I get 5 to the 2x plus 10. Right, loads of little things. Key thing is to break it down, think of your power rules, and go from there. Right, so let's have a look at your question. Your question has got a 9, and it's asking you to write it in threes. So what is the first thing I did? The first thing I did was what? If you look at, remember my working, I broke it down. So let's look at breaking it down. So breaking it down, I know, what do you know 18 equals? Hopefully you've written that. What do you know? I'm just going to go down the page. I keep going across. 9 to the 3x plus 4 can be written as, and as power of 3. What can you do with that? Done that. What about the square root of 12? Hopefully that should be quite a simple one, which you can write as what can you do with the root 3 to the 4x plus 3? Well, that's 3 to the half to the 4x plus 3, which gives you 3 to the 2x plus 1.5. Right, now what you're going to do, let's write it all out as the fraction. So I have 2 times 3 squared times 3 to the 6x plus 8 divided by 2 times 3 to the half times 3 to the 2x plus 1.5. Now you need to break it up. What you know, well, the 2's cancel, because 2 divided by 2 is 1. Add the 2 to that. Add the half to that. Now what do we do with these two? Take them away. And that should be our answer. Well done. Thank you. Now remember to go to the website. Remember to go and find this question. Remember to practice it, subscribe, find the worksheet, and practice till you can't get this wrong. Well done. Thank you.